Morning, folks. I suppose you've heard this morning. Absolutely shocking news, horrible news. I mean, I heard it and I couldn't believe it. It's unreal. Trump. He did it. Yeah, and I know you're sitting there and you're saying, well, it's just too much. I'm done now. I can't take this anymore. I know the mainstream media, the propagandists for the status quo, they're sitting there and they're telling you, well, Trump and Melania and Hope Hicks and I guess other people in the White House have tested positive for corona. That's scary enough as it is. But if you go a little deeper, if you go diving down into the actual facts that the mainstream media won't tell you, is the jig is up. They're on to him. Apparently, after the debates where, they just didn't go over as well as were expected, Trump must have knew this ahead of time because the tinfoil hat web, I'm seeing it coming up more and more often now. He took a page out of the Japanese playbook from World War II. That's right. When you're backed against the wall and you're losing and there's no hope left, what you do is you strap somebody into an airplane full of high explosives and have them ram into a building. Well, Trump apparently, kamikazes, Trump apparently launched his own kamikaze plan. That's right. He purposely infected himself with the corona. And he gave it to Melania and Hope Hicks. It's like a cover story. And then he did it specifically so that he could pass it on to Joe Biden at the debates. Because Trump knew he was losing. It was all over. He could just punch his ticket and go home. I mean, the enthusiasm gap and his poll numbers. Trump was giving up. He knew he didn't have a shot in hell, so what do? Well, you strap into that plane full of friggin' TNT and you slam it into the side of that aircraft carrier. That's what you do. Basically, what he did is he dropped an IED on the Biden bus. He tried to infect Joe Biden so that he could kill Joe Biden, stay in power, and not lose the reins of control. How dare he? And he didn't even care if it killed him or his wife or the Hope Hicks girl. He didn't care. No, because he's a deranged tangerine tyrant. Orange man is bad. Alright, so if you made it that far through the video and you haven't said, the fuck is this guy talking about? Folks, the people who can't meme have now gone so far around the corner. They're launching conspiracy theories, and they're not even good at that either. Trump's self-infected. Trump doesn't have it. He's just doing this so he can hide in his basement and not have to be seen in public. And so Trump's taken the page out of the Biden playbook? Perfectly honest. I watched the debates, but there wasn't anything to really weigh in on. I'll give you my thumbnail sketch right here. Debated Trump. They 2-on-1'd him. Triangle's a horrible formation, which is why you always want to have 2 or 4, but not 3. Debated him. Trump lost his temper. Trump looked unpresidential, which is the main knock against him. From people I know who I like, who I'm really good friends with, that don't like Donald Trump, and I keep trying to remind them it's not a personality contest. This isn't prom king. I'm voting for the guy that fixes the economy and rebuilds the military. And remember, I didn't vote for Trump. I voted for Rick Sanchez. That's right. Cartoon character. Wubba lubba dub dub. I had to hand it. The left have lost their minds. It is all over Twitter, which is a left-wing friggin' shit show as it is now. It just constantly amazes me. I saw one where CNN or Biden or somebody took clips of the debate, and there's Trump, and it's a static image. It's a static image. With Trump with the round yellow cryy face, and then there's sound bites behind it and a baby crying. That was their idea of like, gotcha. That's their idea of a meme. It's friggin' horrible. But what I don't understand, that entire platform is really nothing more than the 20-somethings, the tech literate kids, not to mention Silicon Valley and all the tech platforms. How can these people not be able to think tank up at least decent memes, let alone conspiracy theories? Trump fucking owns them on social media. That's why they ban him all the time. Well, they don't ban Trump, but they ban anything tangentially related to making him look good. It's Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, shit, they closed down the whole Donald Reddit channel because it was triggering. They are the tech literate generation. Trump's generation is not. I mean, take it from me. I have software I don't know how to fucking work. I can't edit a goddamn video. And I yelled at the people, sent them a really nasty phone call because I'm not sending them a fucking email because God forbid I could find their contact information on their page. Neither here nor there. Completely different rant. But even I can put a decent meme together. And I'm fucking old. But Trump self-infected so he could infect Joe Biden and make Joe drop out of the race. And Joe would have to if he got infected because, aneurysms and comorbidities and all the other bullshit that's going on. I've been a tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorist for a lot longer than most of these people have been alive. I've been a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist so long, I've seen them go from conspiracy theories to actual proven fact. How scary is that concept? Chemtrails aren't real. NASA releases paper on geoengineering and explains why they're spraying nanoparticle aluminum into the air. Oh, it's to reflect the sunlight to cancel out global warming. Right, so those HARP stations that were just antennas weren't used to direct heat up to the aluminum. No, that came up 3-4 years ago. Go to the NASA website and look up geoengineering. No, chemtrails are fake, dude. They're not chemtrails. They're geoengineering trails now. CNN had no idea how right they were when they said it's become a shit show. It literally has. But only because the left has run out of shit now. Their playbook has got to be nothing more than friggin' tatters. They wound up going back to Trump's taxes and Russian collusion, which everybody knows like, my God, sir, 2016. What the fuck is going on here? They ran out of shit. They're done. They have no ammunition left. There's nothing left for them to throw at Trump. Other than Kamikazi mission. That's right. By self-infecting and giving it to Joe, Trump has committed treason and he should commit seppuku or harikari or whatever you want to call it. And these people believe this shit. Don't take this the wrong way. No. If you were to ask them to describe themselves, they would describe themselves to you as the intelligentsia, these smart people, college educated. And it just goes to show you, you can't buy common sense. They don't even know they're in conspiracy theory land yet, although they are getting roasted on a regular basis. Funny as hell. And I'm completely okay with that. It's exactly what Trump wanted to do. Self-infect, to give it to Joe, to throw the election into chaos so he could retain power as a totalitarian tyrant. If Trump was going to do anything that was going to look remotely totalitarian, I would say what he really should do. We now have Space Force, so we need to open up a sub-branch of the Air Force and call it like, I don't know, the Pinochet Battalion. And we need to start throwing commie ship eggs out of helicopters again, but that would just be me. I'm that way. I don't know what to tell you, folks. I sit there and shake my head. My favorite part of all this is the intelligentsia, the people who buy into the socialism bullshit, even though history shows shit doesn't work. They forget how it works, which is the agitators come in. They overthrow the basic system. And then the new system that comes in behind them, it doesn't matter which system, fascism, communism, socialism, anything, whatever. The new system that they help to erect and put into place says, all right, they're done now. We need to get rid of them. So, up against the wall. And they're like, but, they don't realize. They're the red shirts of the fucking landed party. They're idiots. In conspiracy theory land. Oh, it's only going to get better, folks. Keep a fucking eyeball out there. It is going to get hysterical. Thanks for coming by. I will catch you up on the next one. Till then, light, tight, head on a swivel. Wash your hands and stay safe. I'm sorry. These people fucking kill me. Oh, and remember, if Trump's not self-infecting to kill Joe, then he's taking the page out of Biden's book to hide in his basement and stay out of the public eye until the election, because his numbers are so shitty and it's not like they're going up. These people are literally the fart in the echo chamber. I'll catch you later. Adios.